A Hamas-linked financier sentenced for 10 years on corruption charges in Sudan still maintains a network of business interests in Europe, despite being under US sanctions. الباسط Hamza, a Sudanese businessman linked by the US to Osama bin Laden, was arrested in 2019 in Sudan after the downfall of dictator Omar al-Bashir and subsequently jailed by Sudanese authorities for handling Hamas's money, among other charges. But Hamza was only sanctioned by the US after the militant group's October 7 assault on Israel. We worked in conjunction with Israeli investigative platform Shomrim and the International Consortium for Investigative Journalism, the ICIJ, using documents provided to CNN from the Cyprus Confidential leak, a trove of more than 3.6 million documents analyzed by ICIJ and 68 media partners. The documents exposed much of Hamza's portfolio of businesses in Europe, part of a network of global assets previously estimated by Sudanese anti-corruption officials as worth over $2 billion. The paper trail makes clear Hamza's business dealings in Europe have been going on for some time, spanning 2 decades. They include a Cypriot firm, an Egyptian gold business, a Spanish real estate firm, and a Sudan-based company sanctioned by the US less than a week after October 7. Hamza denies any involvement in Hamas financing and in a written response also denied any relationship to Osama bin Laden, calling himself a, quote, political prisoner who was released by Sudanese authorities, quote, completely innocent in June 2021. Israel's government denied to CNN that its actions in recent years had strengthened Hamas. Asked whether the funding provided by Hamza was critical to the October 7 attack, Netanyahu's foreign policy advisor told CNN, "As we have reiterated, this question and many more will be examined after the war. The Prime Minister's War Cabinet directed the IDF to destroy Hamas and free the hostages. Israel is fully focused on accomplishing those missions." Hamza's European business partner was contacted for comment on the US sanctions and denied that Hamza had any ties to Hamas. In November, the United Kingdom also sanctioned Hamza, but he has not yet been sanctioned by the European Union. But this is not the first time Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has faced allegations that he underestimated Hamas with deadly consequences. CNN and Shomrim have previously reported how Netanyahu allowed Hamas to receive millions of dollars of cash in suitcases provided by Qatar for humanitarian reasons. The difficulty in monitoring such large sums of cash triggered concerns within Netanyahu's own cabinet, among other officials.
I stopped the cash suitcases because I believe that's a horrendous mistake to allow Hamas to have all these suitcases full of cash that goes directly to rearming themselves against Israelis. Why would we feed them cash to kill us?
Hamas finance networks remain a particularly contentious issue for Israel. The IDF said on Tuesday it had killed a Palestinian man accused of being a prominent Hamas financier as part of an operation to, quote, dismantle Hamas's funding lifeline. These new revelations give fuel to critics who say that Israel and the US underestimated the threat posed by Hamas and didn't do enough to curb its illicit global network of business interests. The US State Department did not respond to CNN's request for comment. نعم الباغر, CNN, London.